Hello, this is State Representative David Spiller, and I'm excited to share with you some important updates from the Texas House during the 88th legislative session. As we approach the month of May, there are several important deadlines legislators must meet to ensure their legislation makes it across the finish line. In other words, the next 30 days are crunch time. This past week, the House passed bills focused on improving school safety, recruiting and retaining teachers, investing in broadband infrastructure, combating the fentanyl crisis, and so much more. It was especially rewarding to pass two of my bills on the House floor. House Bill 626, which would provide financial assistance to increase sheriff salaries in rural counties, and House Bill 1243, which restores the punishment for illegal voting in Texas. This coming week, the House will be in session from Monday through Saturday. Monday, May 1st, will be convening at 1 o'clock p.m. On Tuesday, we'll convene at 9 a.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will convene at 10 o'clock, and Saturday will be on the House floor starting at 9 o'clock a.m. For those of you who are interested in watching the House floor on committee hearings, you can find the link to watch live by going to www.house.texas.gov/video-audio. On Tuesday, three of my bills will be up for debate on the House floor: House Bill 4085, House Bill 5214, and House Bill 5232. A more thorough description of the bills can be found in our Week 14 Capitol Update. The debates on the House floor are beginning to last longer, leaving less time during the day for committee business, which leads to longer nights for committee hearings. Most House committees are now concentrating their time on Senate bills that have already passed the Senate chamber and await the House's approval. This week, the State Affairs Committee will hold a hearing on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. or upon adjournment of the House. For this week's bill spotlight, I'd like to focus on two of my bills that I recently laid out and they were voted out of their committees. House Bill 1133 seeks to provide additional options as to how schools and places of worship can better protect their students and congregations by allowing any peace officer to provide voluntary security services. Current law restricts them from doing so. House Bill 1133 allows for any peace officer to voluntarily and without compensation provide security services at an event sanctioned by a public school or place of religious worship. This bill allows officers to be in uniform with the approval of the Chief Administrator of the law enforcement agency. House Bill 2233 seeks to require first responders and certain law enforcement training programs to include training on mental health awareness. House Bill 2233 would require a minimum of 6 hours of training. This bill was brought to us by a constituent who related to this concern on a personal level. The intent behind the legislation is to ensure we provide our first responders with the necessary resources to effectively respond to traumatic events they may encounter throughout their careers. This weekend, my wife Ginger and I made it our way to San Saba for their annual Catkins Ball event. It was great to be in the district, and I'm thankful for the time spent there. Now I'm back at the Capitol for a long and productive week ahead. As always, my staff and I are available for any questions you may have on bills or the legislative process. You can contact our office at 512-463-0526. I encourage you to follow us on Facebook for regular updates at Representative David Spiller. And thanks again. It's an honor to represent you in the Texas House.